Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Portal Knights. In the last episode, the game crashed right as I was finishing up what I was doing for the day. Patrick Cadet, level 1 mage. It says I only played for 11 minutes, which means I spent 9 minutes getting into that character, like starting that character. Anyways, so let's make some more progress, shall we? On Universe 3. Just because, I don't know, the game should automatically save. But because it crashed, I don't know exactly how much was saved. But, I mean, again, it was only like 11 minutes, so it shouldn't be very difficult to catch back up if it didn't save something. Although it seems like it probably did save everything. Alright, so, let's see, it says there's something in my map. That's right, it wants me to use this button right here, which will send me back to the landing pad, which I was just at. It was supposed to tell me to do that when I was actually in the dungeon, but, you know, then the game crashed. Alright, so here I've got 9 blue portal shards, stone shard thingies, so I can make a few more of those, which means that now I've got 6, which is more than I need, because this portal over here, there's one right over here, I only need to put 4 stones in. But for basically all the other portals ever, you need to put in 6 stones. But because this is the first one, it's only giving you 4. Or it's only requiring 4. So, without further ado, let us go to the next world thing. I really could have come up with a better way to say that. To sound more adventure, and yeah. Anyways, so we'll be doing that quite a few times in this game. I don't know if I want to show all of the gameplay in the Let's Play series. Like, I might just fast forward through some things or do like a jump cut type thing. But anyway, so now we are in the, what do they call it? Dusty Mountains. There are magma maggots, dusty maggots, greenhorn grunts, and sand shells in this area. As well as agave, I think, or agave. It's probably agave, but I have no idea. And there's copper ore and raw electro quartz. And here, in my home world, the Peaceful Hills, there's stone, alabaster bush, garden mushroom, cotton bush, wheat field, and then green slimes and all that stuff. So, setting out here, my main mission is going to be to get some copper ore, because that's going to be used for basically building all the stuff that I need. In order to build other things. It's kind of, well, I mean, I'm sure it's procedurally, randomly generated wherever the copper is. But it's not similar to Minecraft or Terraria in the sense that, like, it's really rare on the surface and then you have to go down into mines and actually mine it and stuff like that. In this game, it actually, well, that's actually kind of interesting down there. But in this game, there's not really a lot of these cavern areas that I have just discovered. That I'm sort of like being proven wrong, and enemies. More enemies. What is up with this? I have not experienced this many enemies. Well, I mean, I have experienced this many enemies, but I've not had this much trouble before. Okay, I probably don't need to jump around this guy that much. He's not really attacking. That's a really big one, though. Is there another one? Yeah, there it is. Anyways, that was a bit of an adventure. And yeah, that guy was not attacking me. But, so yeah, this is the entrance to the cave, I guess, that I was supposed to come through the first time. But then down here, I've actually never really seen a mine like this. Is interesting. Let's shoot out some lightning for some light, which didn't really give me any light. Also, I was kind of saying earlier about how I prefer first person for the mining and then third person for the combat. But because I'm in a mine, come on, jeez, I am not doing very good at dodging that guy. Because I'm in a mine, it can sort of be easier to just be in first person sometimes in order to get a better view of everything, because the cameras not super amazing in this game. It has a few issues. It works fine most of the time, but, you know, occasionally it has issues. Alright, so huzzah! My treasure. Some copper-plated blocks, some torches and scales and stuff. Alright. I hear movement, as if there's like an enemy right behind the wall or something. So I kind of want to dig through here. And one thing that I do really like about this game is that even though you can't move while you're digging, which doesn't really make that much sense, you do have really long range with your pickaxe. Oh, and I heard some sort of diggy thing. So actually I think that might be the edge of the world. But I heard like some sort of ore. So I do want to get over here, dig through this dirt, and then did I already mine through the dirt and already miss it? Possibly. Ah! What was that? There's some sort of electric. Well, if that was something, I just dropped it. Let's see. This might just be near the surface. Or not. This doesn't seem that near the surface, if I can dig that far up. Alright, so I have no idea where that sound is coming then. Or coming from then. But one thing I should mention is that these barrels and crates, you can break those open for various types of loot and experience. So I don't really need wheat yet. Don't want any tree seeds. The alabaster bush and the cotton seed, those I do want to keep. The large doors I don't need. Copper-plated blocks. I haven't found a use for the egg yet, so I'm going to throw those away. Neither do I have a use for the garden mushroom. Agave, I think I will need soon, so I'm going to sort my stuff a little bit. Scales are going to be useful for some armor, which I haven't upgraded my thing yet, so I need to upgrade my workbench. So, that's just 1 copper ore. That's fine. How much copper ore do I have? I have 20. Let's see, because I'm going to need to make a furnace, which means I need to use a workbench. But I've got the wood and the stone for that. And then I'm going to need to make an anvil, which is 10 copper ore. This is 4. And I want to make a chest or 2. So if that's, let's see, 10 is going to bring me down to 10. 4 is going to bring me down to 6. And I can make 3 chests, 3 treasure chests. I've got the wood for that. I should probably get a little bit more wood. Yeah, I'm going to need more wood, but I can get that back in the other place. So, instead of building like another workbench and everything here in World 2, I'm just going to head back to the Peaceful Hills for now. And also, I just remembered I should double check the time on my recordings and all that. So, right now I'm about 8 minutes or so. So I should still have another 10, 12 minutes. Where is my house? Oh, also I should mention that when it's nighttime, more powerful creatures arrive, which is, you know, common to most games of this sort. I want to get a bit more cotton. Come on. Oh boy. Oh, also I leveled up, which means if I go to my thing, then I can level up my stats here, which it automatically puts in the points. And then I've got one choice for my thing, which again, this game is still in early access, so it sort of makes sense that you don't have a ton of options, but I really hope they do actually plan on adding more for that. And I really should get better at actually dodging these enemies. Alright, so I do need some wood, which is what I was talking about a moment ago. What was I going to say? I don't need that much more wood, but it's good to have a bit extra, as well as I want to get some more berries for potions, as well as some water. I think I'm low on water or something, but oh look, another Hollow Knight of Frost. Nah, that's close. And there we go. The wizard, or the wand, is not quite as strong as the ranged weapons, but I think you attack a bit faster, and and your attacks have a smaller chance of missing. Like, you automatically lock on to your target when you start attacking them, but the projectile itself might still miss if they're moving around too much. And where was my house? It would be nice if there was an actual map of the land rather than just like a map of the worlds that I could look at. But anyways, yeah, here's my house I'm already walking to. And oh no, I've got an invader, which, I mean, these guys aren't that dangerous. Just need to let them get close enough to start to attack, and then just dodge out of the way. Basic baiting or kiting technique. You can't roll up a hill or like up a step. Ow, I just walked right in that. You can walk over it, obviously, but you can't roll up it for whatever reason. Which I realized I said that a couple times for whatever reason. I was rewatching that last episode. Wow, I was able to build a lot of those. How many? 10? Cool. Anyway, so gonna need an anvil, which thankfully it's only like 3-second craft time. Furnace. Just gonna use up the rest of my stone, or most of the rest of my stone, which is fine because I don't use stone for a lot of things. Alright, got my altar, and then I'm going to craft a treasure chest, or 3. Which, it would be kind of nice if I could multi-craft treasure chests. Like, I'll show you what I mean in a second. Like for cotton cloth, how I can just click a bunch of times and then make 3. It'd be kind of nice if I could do that with the treasure chest, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to be putting down the altar, the furnace, the anvil, and my treasure chests. And is that it? Yeah. Right. You can press Q to rotate your stuff, which is kind of common, probably. Well, maybe not specifically Q, but you know. Anyways, and I'm actually gonna move this. Well, pick up the furniture that's been sort of busted. It'd be kind of nice if it gave you an option to fix it rather than just to break it, but oh well. And it just gives me some refined wood, which I've already discussed I don't really need anymore. Alright, and then I'll put the altar on my other world. I have it over here, so I might as well put it right there. And then the furnace I can put right there, and the anvil. Kind of want to put like right in front of the furnace, but there's no real reason why I would need to walk right here. But it's nice to have the separation or whatever. But anyways, put the pickaxe. Move these two. I'm just trying to think of like how I usually set up my stuff. Normally, I'll decide what I put over here based on like if I want to go hunting for some more cotton, then I'll put it here in my inventory so I can see how much I have and determine how many more I need to get there or whatever. And let me throw away these seeds because I don't need all these seeds. Don't need any more refined wood blocks. And again, I really don't need that many torches. But anyways, so now that I have all those crafting stations is what they are. Hold on, let me go to the furnace. There we go. That's going to give me the option to make the copper bars, which I would need more copper ores for. Let's see if I actually use that. Pickaxe. Now I can make a lot more weapons. I can make a copper longsword, a reinforced hammer, a copper axe, or a copper club. So those are the items that are given to you by the anvil in particular. Now if I go to the altar and then go to weapons, then now that gives me the option for Touch of Nature, the magic weapon, a copper scythe, which for some reason is like the melee weapon of the wizards, which is kind of cool, but I've never actually used it. Like, it's cool that it's a scythe, but I've never actually used it. And then the copper staff of nature. So yeah, and now that I have much more weapons that I can make, it's separating it into the different qualities, which I'm assuming it means like if you're level 1, you use these. If you're level 5, you use these. It doesn't mean that you have to be level 5 or anything, but I'm guessing it's just an approximation of which level you should be when you use it. And then I've also got more armor that I can make, which is quite a bit of armor. And this is what I was talking about. sort of when I was saying it doesn't really matter which class you are, because no matter which class you are, you can make all the different armor set stuff as long as you have the altar or the anvil or something like that. And it's the anvil that gives you the rings, in case anyone's been playing this game and they're like, oh, I'm a wizard, but I don't have any rings. Why can't I make rings? It's because you need the anvil. And then the spells. You can get the healing, lightning zap, and enrage, which, according to the introduction of the warrior, it said that they can use shouts to increase their abilities or whatever. This is what they're talking about, using this skill, enrage. But you make this skill by using the altar, and anyone can use the skill. So, I mean, I feel like they should have made that something that only the warrior can make, or only the warrior can get after leveling up. Like this over here, the talents and the leveling up and stuff, you're given Magic Mind as your first one, and then Stone Eater or Mining Elegance. Either you mine faster or you don't lose as much durability. All three classes use that on the fifth one. Royal Knowledge, I know the Hunter has it, I don't know if the Squire does, I don't remember. Mana Flow, that one is actually unique to the Wizard, but again, it's not like you have any options. Elemental Might increases your strength or agility. Each of the classes will give you an option of increasing another stat. Like, because I'm a Wizard, I've already got Intelligence. As a Squire, you'll have Strength, so as a Squire, these options will be make yourself faster or make yourself more intelligent type of thing. Elemental Mastery at level 25. I haven't even reached level 25 on my other character, so I don't remember what it is for them. And then at the final one, it's like a more class-specific thing. Although I think Retribution is also what the Hunter had, so I think the Squire probably has it too. But then Witchcraft increases spell damage by 50%. So these talents are unique to each class, for the most part. And that is nice. It would be nice to have more options, rather than just getting these and, I don't really feel like I have much of a choice. It's just when I level up I get these things. But what's cool is you can switch between the options. You don't have to lock into one specific one. You can switch between them. But anyways, so let's see. What do I want to make right now? Right now, if I go to my workbench, to upgrade the workbench, I need, to workbench 2, I would need some more copper ore. So I'm probably going to be looking for some more copper ore. I'm going to double check the time. Alright, yeah, I'm going to wrap up the episode soon. But, so I need 8 copper ore for that. To upgrade this one, I need some basalt stone, which I will get in later levels. For the anvil, I need iron, which I'll get much later. And then for the altar 2, I need more iron and some raw verdant emerald. So it looks like the only thing I'm really going to be upgrading in terms of my work stuff is the copper. I mean the workbench to get the copper ore. Or I need copper ore to upgrade the workbench. Alright. Okay, so I don't even know where I'm going to be starting on this game. Alright, so here on the map, you start level 1, then 2, and then as you open up a portal on World 2, obviously this is going to be World 3, and then here there's going to be 2 portals, because you can see 2 lines coming off of this, and it'll unlock these 2, and then it's just random branching until you get to this one, which is the boss level, the first boss level, and then once you beat it, all these levels will be a bit harder, and you'll need the yellow portal stone, like the, here it's the blue portal stone, then yellow, green, and red. So on my Hunter character, at level 16, at 7 hours in, I finally made it over here to the second boss level. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. I made it to the second boss level, and then like 1, maybe 2 levels in. And that's when I started using the red ore, or the red portal stones, and then I'm going to have to eventually make my way all the way through here into the 4th boss, and then I'm guessing there's like 1 final level here at the end of that. So I'm actually kind of interested in seeing that. Now, this is the first time I'm really looking at the map in terms of looking ahead in the map. So yeah, I'm really interested in what this final level is then. Anyways, set that back to home. So, like I was saying, for the weapons, because the regular rod thing. That's what I have, right? Yeah. So the only real reason you would want to build another one is if yours breaks. But to stop it from breaking, you can build a sharpening stone, which I'm actually going to build 5 more. Because the sharpening stone is really useful to just restore the durability of your weapons and tools and stuff. Thankfully, your armor doesn't have durability or anything. That's fine. So, I can use... I'm actually kind of interested in using the scythe, but I'll need copper bars, which means more copper ore. Copper longsword, obviously, would be more specific to the warrior. So my next weapon, I guess, would be the Touch of Nature, which is going to need virgin emerald dust and copper bars, which means I'll need to go to another world because this one doesn't have any verdant emeralds. It has electro quartz, which is useful for the other thing, for this one, raw electro quartz. And sorry if I'm just talking to myself here, but let's see, refined verdant emerald. So the Copper Staff of Nature has 46 attack, compared to this one, 41. So it's only 5 points difference, although this one also gives you mana regeneration. So I don't know which one is really worth it, because while this one needs 2 copper bars rather than the 1 here, this one needs refined verdant emerald rather than the verdant emerald dust, which may not really make much of a difference, or might not sound like it's very different. Here, the verdant emerald dust requires 4 raw verdant emeralds, and the refined needs 6. So that means if I'm building the Copper Staff of Nature, which needs 2 of these, that means 12 raw verdant emeralds compared to 8, which again is not a huge difference, but depending on how hard it is to find them, could kind of take a while. Also, it needs skills. Okay, so I think the Copper Staff of Nature might be the best magical weapon I can make at the moment, because in order to make one better, I'm going to need to upgrade my altar, which means I'm going to need iron bars, which I'm pretty sure I only get after the first boss, is where I've only found them. And as you can see on the map, that's quite a few levels to get through. I mean, at least 1 more portal, 2, 3, and then the 4th portal. But that's at least, considering I don't accidentally unlock this portal and this one, and then have to go this way, and then, oh no, I unlocked this one, and okay, I finally got to here, and then, oh no, I unlocked this top one, because the portal in the world doesn't tell you where it's going to go to until you actually open it. Anyways, yeah, okay, this episode is already going on pretty long. Also, mana potions. Minor mana potions. Oh, good, because it's the agave. I'm going to need some mana potions, so I'm going to need more agave. Because I do want to get the lightning zap, which means I need more electro quartz. That's what I need it for. Do I have any? I've got 2, so yeah, not enough. Anyways, so that was hopefully enough of an explanation of this game and how it's going to be working further on. So in the next episode, I'm going to be going for electro quartz. Don't need any more cotton at the moment. Going to put that in the treasure chest, as well as the scales and the bones. And put the portal stone down here. Wood, berries, and water, dirt. Put that there. I actually don't need the mana potion right now because I don't have any skills. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.